that time of the year I have to be careful of walking down the driveway. It turns to ice and I walk down so slowly. But anyways, happy Wednesday. Look at me catching up on vlogs. They are all caught up on, a little bit out of order, but you know, we do what we can. So, yeah, there's nothing to even catch up on. You guys saw yesterday, I posted it this morning. I was thinking yesterday though, when I was out with the kids, I specifically remember like 2 years ago, first of all, the vlog's almost 2 years old, which is insane and so beautiful. Addie and I kind of hit us in the face yesterday going through some of the older vlogs, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But just the difference. I remember 2 years ago, granted I was pregnant, but I was eating like crap. And most of that was like pregnancy cravings. However, I was eating like crap, and I remember walking around the property with the kids, just like barely able to move my body, and just the like night and day difference of how you feel, even just walking around with what you consume. If you're eating clean, whole foods, like real, what? Why'd you jump? If you're eating real food that looks like food, and you don't have to do anything to it, it's not processed, it's just food. That way your body doesn't have to unprocess it on the inside to then pull out whatever nutrients are left to then give you what you need. Like the inflammation that goes away. I mean, like it's just crazy. So I have kind of whittled down, I have significantly whittled down my food intake, not like quantity, but the quality. Like, yes, I'm not perfect at all by any means, and I'm still overcoming massive food addictions, which I think we all have a little bit of food addiction. But on a regular basis, my diet is so clean, and just the way I feel if I consume something when food addiction kicks in, if I eat something processed or like junky, I legitimately get a mini hangover until it's moved through my body. And then even after I digest it and it passes, I still feel things in my joints that weren't there. And I can only blame it on food, because that's what I'm consuming into my body. It's giving me fuel and energy, as well as the crazy moment when you realize the food that you eat shouldn't make you want a coffee right after. It should give you fuel, because we're eating for fuel and energy. And the fact that most of us eat and then we need a coffee or a nap is not good. So it's just night and day, just learning my body, learning what works for me, cutting out things that do not make me feel my best, and focusing on real foods that look like real food from the earth. It's beautiful. So it's my little rant of the morning. I was just walking through the property thinking, wow, I can like move this year, and getting back into my workout also helps, and doing my daily hike and running and stuff like that. But it's really night and day difference with what I'm consuming. And even mental health stuff, it can really change your entire life by what you're ingesting and what you stop eating. Also too, I actually do have more to add to that little rant. And me and my other mom friends talk about this with our real kids, experiencing real life. And these are more health conscious mothers, of course. But not only what you're eating, but your kids. When my kids eat too much sugar or junk food, now their insides are filled with chaos. Their body's breaking down this sugar, this processed food. They're not going to feel right, you guys. And do your own research and test it out with your kids, but the testing I've done with my children is the way they act and feel. The way they act and feel after a big, beautiful fruit and veggie spread, which is easy. It's almost arguably easier than like throwing a hot dog in the microwave. No shame. If that's what you did yesterday with your kids, it's fine. Just an example. Just cutting up fruit, their favorite fruit. Cutting up some veggies or one veggie. And then they just start snacking. By the time you're done with the main course, like the sandwich or the oats or the chicken nugget, I don't know, whatever. Pieces of chunks of chicken, or I don't know, whatever you feed your kids, the soup, the noodles. They are already most of the way filled up on fruits and vegetables. Fiber, nutrients straight from the earth. Straight from our creator, whatever made us and all of this, made fruits and vegetables. And it just grows so seamless, so perfectly. We just get to like grab it and eat it. So I'm going to trust that. We don't have to do anything to it. We just pick it up and eat it. What a beautiful thing. So they're full on mostly that, right? Something that works harmoniously with our bodies. Oh my goodness. And then they eat whatever they want because it makes them happy. They're going to feel amazing. They're going to play. They're going to be nice because they don't have chaos going on in their body. They're not trying to figure things out and like, why do I feel weird? But I don't know how to communicate it. But why do I feel like crap from eating all that sugar or those hot dogs or whatever? And my kids feel a lot different than when it's trick-or-treating and they have like 7 pieces of candy and then we get pizza afterwards, and now all of a sudden they're fighting, they're speaking rudely to us, the parents. They have lost their communication skills with the siblings. The baby's extra fussy, and you just have to think, maybe all this is tied together, yeah? And so, even with your kids, if you feed your kids healthy foods, it's all mental health. Their gut is tied right to their developing brain, and same for you, Mom. Same for you. So just think about that. Like, so you put a spread on the table, and that's not a specific thing. It's not like any dietary restrictions. You guys see every single day the first thing on the table, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, fruit, and then vegetables, and then meat if the kids won't meat, and then the carb. So do your own research and test this out with your kids, you guys. If you have the sweetest kids, you're just feeding them junk food. So they feel crazy because they don't know what the heck is going on, and they probably don't know how to communicate that just yet. That's something when I became a mom, it just became my job to look into stuff like that. If you don't have time, I looked it up for you. Fruits and vegetables, baby. Yep, and then the fruit is where the kids can reach it. Everything else, junk food, must be asked for if they can't reach it. So there's an entire, I don't know, there's days that someone could talk about this. And I'm sure some of you don't agree with this, and that's fine. This is just what I've noticed with my 3 kids and myself. Just eating, I don't know. I feel like it's across the board a winner, like eat real food, feel better. If you've noticed, like, oh man, because I noticed this a couple of years ago. I was like, wow, what am I even eating? Like Doritos and a sandwich for lunch with salty processed deli meat and those Doritos, and then I have dessert of fruit? No way. I felt like crap. My face was inflamed. I was breaking out. I was so irritable. Shifted, and here we go. Like I always say, don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to me. Do your own research, because Nicholas and I talk about this all the time. We have slightly different views on food, which I choose to find the beauty in that, so the kids see two different people with two separate opinions thinking for themselves, to hopefully inspire them to make their own choices and decisions by, trial and error on your body. And Nick and I always say, yeah, you think that's right, but there's a lot of research. And my mom and I have this talk a lot. Hey, Mom. Oh, look at that, guys. Of just, sure, you can find research on X, Y, and Z. You can also find the opposing research to fight it, with research to back it and science to back it. And now with AI, generated information, and ChatGPT, and this and that and this and that, it's like the only real research that we can do, you guys, look at that, wow, is the only research that we can do, which is doing things to our body. Like check in with how's your hair? How's your skin? How are your nails? Those are the physical things that are going to tell you if you're healthy or not. Are you breaking out a lot? Is your skin dry? Is your skin oily? Are you getting sick often? Are you going through a physical ailment pretty often? Because that could lead to, that could be from food or subconscious beliefs. I mean, it's a whole thing. Buddy, off. Buddy's butt almost just got hit. Anyways, just by checking in with yourself, because it is, at least in my opinion, and that's the only thing I can speak off, in my opinion, it is clear as day, obvious when you're not making the right choices, whether that be physically or what you're eating or what you're doing in a day. But unfortunately, by the time you notice that, it's too late, and you're like, how the heck did I get here? How do I get out of this? And that's where it's just take one day at a time, or like a routine builder like I have in my private community, just to build a solid routine and trial and error until it feels really freaking good. Just really good. And then you'll know when you're in flow with a good routine. Look at this. You guys didn't even have to hike up the hill to get this view. You're welcome. I got you. So anyways, I don't know what I was talking about, but I've almost reached my meditation spot. And hopefully you are feeling your best. And if you're not, it's okay. You can always start different choices, decisions, and habits. Literally today, literally right now. Right stinking now. Because I was there a couple years ago, like I always talk about, and I just had Lane. I was not in a good spot, you guys. Physically, emotionally, mentally. My priorities were all messed up. I was seriously in rush culture, boss babe culture, eating like crap. Like seriously like crap. And not listening to my body. And I had to shut everything out, dig into me and who I am, and listen to me and do my own research, which is just living and ditching what's not working and doing what feels really good. That's literally it. That's the philosophy that made me live my favorite days almost every single day. And it is that simple, because you have so much inner wisdom inside of you. You were born with it. And sometimes we choose to ignore it or push it away. But life, I think that life is that simple. You do what feels so good. It's a hell yes every time you think about it. And you don't do what's not a hell yes. You don't do what doesn't feel good. Even if, like, one day it feels good, one day it doesn't, that means you probably just need to rest, or you just need to process something that you've learned. And you got to listen to yourself. That's all you have to do. Shut everything out. Maybe take a little break from social media and the endless scroll. Choose slower formats of media like YouTube or a nice fall movie, and just one, and then put it away. Read a book, just shut it all out just to come back to you. But anyways, this is kind of turning into like some sort of inspirational morning video. And so take what connects, leave the rest here with me, you guys. I'm gonna go meditate right here on this beautiful hill, which I haven't always done. I had to find that this worked for me. And I will see you guys throughout our day.
Much more than this, I did it.
To say it, but you missed a big time. I kind of wish you left the squares for me.
Okay, so Lane had a last minute random spontaneous sleepover with Nana, so that's where she is, and we're gonna go pick her up after art class.
Why does non-fruit?
Lana is showing Hannah how to use her old walker. Are you stuck?
So I put a Santa outfit on and instead of giving them happiness, I took it away. Because they have been doing a lot of things to me.
Hannah, where's that Hannah? Where's Hannah? Hannah sees stuff to grab. There's a magic
So one
trick.
string,
Okay.
you can try to pull it apart. It will not come apart.
Okay.
See that? Watch this. As I put this in, you got to do that. And then when I do this, I'm putting it in. And now, see that? It's apart.
Did you write the name?
It's apart down there
Did you write the
too.
name Dolores W?
Yes.
Now, it's still one string.
The heck?
Feel that?
I can do it again. See, putting it in, it's one string. I take this, then
Okay.
separated.
Let me zoom in. Okay, it's definitely separated. But now it's not separated. The heck? Here, hold the vlog. I'm trying to... No, it's definitely... It's crazy. It's just cute. Love what's going on over. Okay, we have our lean bug back. Oh, I forgot. I can't do that. And we have other kids.
Hi.
Hey, yo.
Who's in?
Lana's sleeping. It's snowing. We have some cross-country visitors. They brought us a prize.
First person to 10.
Grabs invisible railing.
Special prize.
Grabs invisible railing. You shush.
Oh my God! Do you have one of the prizes?
Well, Grandpa does.
Back from the depths of travel.
Light the hat off.
Book club. So cute, just running towards the door. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so I just took the big kids to, there's my baby, the big kids to library club. I'm gonna do my content for the day. Lane's finishing the movie that the big kids started, and then Lana's just vibing, so I'm gonna get that out onto my private community before the day's over, because I just had such a not phone day today. Look, look.
Oh my god. Mommy.
Lane. Let me see. Lane, what are you doing?
I'm upside down.
Lana, what are you doing?
Yes. What? Wait. I'm stuck. I'm on the boat. Just step off.
It's a lasagna night.
But now I can't do it because. We can work together.
I got it.
Thank you.
Welcome.